In high school,
at the rap show,
you're around all the girls. And that's what you really need to use
but in high school,
I can't remember exactly when, but I know there was a moment where I was like leaving a girl's dorm. I was like in my late, I was probably around like 27, and I was like, oh, I'm getting a little old for this.
You was 27, leaving out a girl dorm?
Yeah, probably.
That's old as hell for that, man. when you like 27, when you 25 and up, you can't be with 17, 18, 19 year olds. It's a gap. Like, you can't even go that young, because then it look like pedophilia at a point. You see what I'm saying?
I used to watch No Jumper a lot, but now looking back, there's something off about this show. The first incident we're gonna talk about is when Adam tries to manipulate Lil House Phone, but that shit backfires completely. House Phone is an employee of Adam. He's basically like a co-host on the No Jumper channel. But anyways, they were in a heated argument about how House Phone wasn't performing after his mom had passed away. This conversation shouldn't be on camera. But anyway.
Yeah. And then let's move forward to that apology you gave when you're on the news. You're talking about, yeah, he's been going through the mom, he's been going through the health. You're talking about the person that raised me, that birthed me, my best friend, he's been going through the mom.
But are you actually acting like I have some kind of disrespect for your mom when
You're respectful as fuck.
I paid for the
First of all,
funeral as soon as it happened just because.
Look. Bro, come on. Not here, bro. Not here. Not here. I'm talking fake. Come on. Tell him. Not here, bro. All right, let me go. Not here, man. Let me go, bro.
House Phone mom passed away in 2021. He's very open to how close they were and how hard the loss hit him. Adam made comments to the show criticizing House Phone for missing work and being unreliable. House Phone felt Adam was publicly downplaying what he was going through and treating his grief like an inconvenience to the show. From House Phone's perspective, he was grieving the most important person in his life. His boss/friend was talking about his attendance like it was laziness. He then brought up the fact that he paid for his mom's funeral, showing that he only does favors, expecting a return, and not out of kindness. That Adam could be a covert narcissist. A person who constantly reminds you of what they have done for you is often described as manipulative, transactional, or a covert narcissist. This behavior is generally known as holding debt over someone, using favors as a currency to maintain control, make you feel guilty, or to create an imbalance of power in a relationship. I'm talking about genuinely kind people don't need to announce their favors. I'm talking about, because if they're genuinely kind, their kindness is unconditional. All right, y'all. Next creepy interview is Boonk gang. Adam uses Boonk while he's in a drug state and barely knows where he's at.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Adam, make sure I deliver you, Adam.
How you doing?
Adam. He said, make sure you get me the Adam. Look. Adam. God. Adam, look.
Chris, you might want to move the camera to capture this.
Yeah. Adam, look.
What's up?
Sit down, bro. You know I f*** you, right?
Yeah, I f*** you too, bro.
Sit down. All right, look. Over the man, bro. Sit down, bro. Look, hold on 1 second. Look.
Watching the video, reading some comments, say that Adam has patience for dealing with Boonk, but that's not the case. A person like this cannot consent. He is not sober, so he cannot consent. Look at him, bro. He's purposely trying to exploit him while making it seem like he's trying to help. But he could have easily rescheduled or not even posted it. Man, Boonk can barely finish his sentence or even fucking talk. There's a moment where he tries to grab a lighter, and he couldn't even do that.
I'm saying, who got a lighter? I need a lighter.
All right, we got to get into this conversation, Boonk. The people at home are restless.
They're restless. They're tired.
They're young and they're restless.
Look, they're restless and they're tired. And I still got the most hiccups, so f*** it.
Right.
Oh, wait. Anytime we do this, we have on headphones. So no headphones this time.
You don't need headphones.
All right.
Before the interview ends, Boonk tries to stand up and walk, but he almost falls on Adam. On a separate interview, Adam says, "I wish he would have threw up on my head so I could get more views." All right, next on the list, we got his interview with CEO Troy.
In school, like
most people, yeah.
Yeah, like I was one of those that's not in school. Like I was one of those kids in the streets. Like I didn't go to school after like 16.
Oh,
Tripping.
The one thing that I wish that I understood about school when I was in school was that this is the only time where you're really gonna be around like every different girl that you're just not gonna run into after that in your life. In high school,
at the rap show,
you're around all the girls, and then when you get to college, but don't you feel when you get to college, then the girls start to open up more?
I don't know. I ain't been to college. I don't know.
You never like hung out at a college though?
Yeah, nah, that's lame.
Oh, jeez, all right.
But I'm doing that at college campus. See me, they probably gonna be like,
how old are you?
27.
I can't remember exactly when, but I know there was a moment where I was like leaving a girl's dorm. I was like in my late. I was probably around like 27, and I was like, oh, I'm getting a little old for this.
You was 27, leaving out a girl dorm?
Yeah, probably.
That's old as hell for that, man. You tripping?
You just think that because you haven't been around enough.
Nah, hell nah. I feel like it's an age gap difference. like I don't know, like, but when you old, then all right, cool. You can double down, get somebody tight that's 2 times younger than you. Or, you know what I'm saying? 20 years younger than you, type shit.
Yeah.
But when you like 27, when you 25 and up, you can't be with 17, 18, 19 year olds.
17 definitely.
Like, but not in Georgia, like, they legal, but you can't, like, but when you like 19 and up, like shit like that, like, you can't, like, it's a gap. Like, you can't even go that young, because then it look like pedophilia at a point. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you, but also,
it's like you done watch this kid grow up.
While Trill is talking about his life and how he was moving in his environment, Adam tried to relate by telling a story of how he used to sneak out of college dorms when he was 27 years old. But it was just awkward. As Trill tells him, that's way too old to be talking to 18-year-olds. Adam thought he was being funny, sharing a memory from when he was 27. But when explaining it, it sounded less like a memory and more like something out of a horror movie. There was an awkward pause in the room after he said it, or the energy dipped. Let me know if y'all want a part 2. All right, my nigga.